Bryan Alexander, and this is my latest Trump and higher education vlog report. If you're new to this series, these videos are where I summarize what the Trump administration has been doing to higher education and how colleges and universities have responded. Here are the latest developments as of today, May 7th, 2025. I've organized items into three categories today: federal level actions, campus cuts, and academic responses. There'll be copious links in the show notes, including a link to the playlist for all episodes in this series. Let's begin at the federal level. The National Endowment for the Arts canceled many grants following President Trump's budget proposal, which would also shut down the agency, as we noted in the last video. Elsewhere in the federal government, deportations and visa revocations of international students continued until a sudden turnaround last week. It's unclear what's happening now. We noted last time that ICE sought expanded powers for detention. In one incident, the Department of State revoked visas for 37 Johns Hopkins University international students, according to an official statement from that campus. Columbia University student Mohsen Madawi, who had been detained in Vermont in an ICE sting operation and was recently released, just published a reflection on his detention in the New York Times. In previous videos, I paused to read the names of academics seized or threatened deportation by these offices. The names of people like Rasha Alaway, Yunsei Chung, Alariza Durudi, Dokugan Gunaiden, Mahmoud Khalil, Lekab Kordia, Ramesa Alsturk, Ksenia Petrova, Ranjani Srinivasan, Badr Khan Suri, Momodu Tal. Moving on to cuts. Within higher education, one response to Trump actions has been to cut programs and operations. So, for one example, Stanford University's provost asked deans to prepare for cuts to come. And moving on to reactions, there's been a lot of academic silence in response to the Trump administration's campaign against higher education, as well as silence from academically adjacent people and enterprises. But there is also rising protest, resistance, and some actions. Columbia University canceled one lecturer's class on race, media, and international affairs, so she's offering it herself this summer, partly online. There's a link to a story about that, as well as a link to her announcement in the show notes. The struggle between Harvard University and the Trump administration continued as the Department of Education declared the government would no longer fund Harvard research. The letter is fascinating to read. Let me just pull out one bit right now. Quote, "Given these and other concerning allegations, this letter is to inform you that Harvard should no longer seek grants from the federal government since none will be provided. Harvard will cease to be a publicly funded institution and can instead operate as a privately funded institution, drawing on its colossal endowment and raising money from its large base of wealthy alumni." Unquote. I pronounce grants that strongly because it is in all caps in the letter. Now, some wealthy campuses are taking financial steps to protect themselves. MIT is starting to sell bonds to raise funds after Harvard, Princeton, and Stanford did so, and I believe Yale is in line to do so as well. Some new international responses have occurred. The Academy of Science of South Africa condemned Trump's actions against research as an international danger to research infrastructure, faculty collaboration, and academic freedom. New reactions to Trump's campaign against the Academy also came from Europe. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen on Monday criticized Trump's attacks on higher ed, saying, quote, "The role of science in today's world is questioned. The investment is fundamental. Free and open research is questioned. What a gigantic miscalculation. Science has no passport, no gender, no ethnicity, or political party." Unquote. She and French President Macron announced a €500 million program to woo global researchers. Now, there's been at least one case of student support for Trump. We've previously mentioned a Brown University student who launched a Doge-inspired email campaign aimed at that campus's administrators. The latter have, to some degree, retaliated against Alex Shea, according to the Foundation for Individual Rights and Expression. There's a link to their statement in the show notes. To summarize, the Trump administration is continuing to go after higher education through multiple government offices and in many ways, from funding cuts to deportations and interfering in university autonomy. Academics are feeling impacts across the nation and elsewhere in the world. Members of the American academic community are starting to react in public, from issuing statements and holding demonstrations to filing lawsuits. Deportations of students apparently are still ongoing. I can't believe I have to say some students are in federal custody while others are in hiding from authorities, but that is where we are in May 2025. I hope this video summary has been of use to you. Please share your thoughts, additions, and other reactions in the comment box below. If you don't feel you can comment publicly, please reach out to me directly through the contact link at the end of today's show notes. Given the pace of events, I'll try to post these videos more frequently. This is a rough, dark time for those of us in higher education. It seems likely to get worse. I hope we can help each other out and fight. Please take care, everyone.